Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video here at Bat Universe. My name is David Miranda, and in today's video we're going to speak about the Batman 2022 and what my expectations for the movie is both. I'm sorry for my hair, it looks like a bird's nest. I know, I'm sorry, I gotta fix that. So in today's video we're going to speak about my expectations for the Batman 2022. You guys sent in some questions you had about my expectations, and I will just answer them. This video was created as I got this idea from a guy called Boba Talks. I hope you guys have seen him. He's very talented and he's very good. He got a lot of good speculations and good thinking. So yeah, I thought why not make one on my own. Before we start this video, we got a giveaway going on right now. It's going on to July the 20th, I think. 20th of July, yeah. And all you have to do is, well, whatever, just watch the giveaway video. It's in one of the corners and it's linked down in the description. Very, very simple. Anyways, let's go. So the first question is by Kyle Lutas, I can't pronounce it. He has one question. What are you expecting from Matt Reeves the Batman? I will just state on this question a lot. Then we got a question from NX Than Withers, who's asking, do you think the Joker will have some sort of involvement in the movie? And I think that overall that this trilogy, or whatever it will be, it's rumored to be 4 movies even. But I don't think the Joker will have much of an involvement in the franchise, just because he's been used so much lately. I think that maybe that the Joker will be villain in one of the movies, maybe the last one, because it will be a pretty long while later, like 2030 or even later, like 2035, who knows. But maybe some time down the road, but in this movie, possibly just a reference or a cameo. But since this is in Batman's earlier stages and earlier years, I don't think that he will have any kind of involvement in the actual movie. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe. Will the Court of Owls have anything to do with the movie? Seems to be a lot of inspiration. I think that the Court of Owls will be one of the villains in this movie, and that has not been confirmed yet. We've seen, for example, the card that is given from the Riddler to Batman, that there is an owl on it. We've also seen when they revealed that the production was clear done, that there has been a lot of different cards in the movie. So this might just be a coincidence, but I don't really think it is. I think that the Riddler will try to take down the Court of Owls in this movie. So the Riddler will be his own kind of hero, but he will also test the Batman because he might know that the Batman is Bruce Wayne, and Bruce Wayne's parents might have had an involvement with the Court of Owls in this movie. But who knows? I'm not sure. I'm just speculating, as already stated. But I think they will have an involvement in the movie indeed. This Batman will be nice, asks Andrenid XE. Yes. I think so. Do you expect the Riddler to know Batman's identity? Yes, I do. Or maybe not in the start, but I think he will try to test Batman, and when he does, he will, do this typical Riddler thing where he just finds it out by being smart. Since this is in Batman's earlier stages, like I think it's year 2, there's also a possibility that he isn't really, he doesn't really know how easy it might be for someone as smart as Riddler to find out his identity. So he thinks he's safe, but he really isn't. Do you think the Joker should work for the Court of Owls to take down Batman, like in The Dark Knight? What? What? He doesn't work for the... What? You mean work for the Mafia? And he doesn't really work for the Mafia, he kind of just takes them up. No, I don't think so. I think Bane would be a better fit, or just one of the Talons, really. Or Talons, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, really. What do you expect Wayne Manor to look like? I expect it to look like it always does. Really fancy, just a nice place to hang around. Pretty old, a couple of centuries old, just a big mansions with old tables, a lot of paintings, hopefully we'll see the piano, you know, where just dun dun dun, and then he walks down to the Batcave. Yeah, I'm not sure. Just an old mansion, really. How do you feel the mental health component will be handled? I think we will see a lot more of Batman's mental health in this movie. The director Matt Reeves has stated that the heart of this movie is Alfred's and Bruce Wayne's relationship to each other. It's not a sexual relationship, trust me on that one. But I think that we will see that, for example, maybe that Bruce Wayne and Alfred finds out that the Court of Owls, or that Bruce's parents have had an involvement with the Court of Owls, and that makes Bruce Wayne rethink his life and rethink his position as Batman. And I think that Batman will be there and saying, you know, just I think we'll have a lot of inspiration from where the Telltale's Batman did, where, you know, Thomas and Martha Wayne was kind of crooks, or where they were crooks more or less, and Alfred was there as, you know, supporting Bruce and saying they did everything they did for you and they wanted you to live the best life you possibly could. The methods might have been wrong and etc, but they did it for you. But yeah, I think that Batman's mental health will just go more and more downhill with this movie, but Alfred will kind of be there to see, or to tell him what he's gotta do when he just, you know, doesn't know. More or less. I don't know, like, he will be, I think Alfred will be there as his Robin or his mentor. I think Alfred's role in this movie will be to just make sure that Bruce's mental health doesn't go too much downhill, because I think that the scene we saw in the trailer where he just beats up this guy, this will be right before Batman just finds out something he doesn't want to know, really, and he's just freaking out, and he got all this aggression, all this anger that he just wants to take out on the entire, you know, criminal activity in Gotham. But yeah, I think it will be handled good, but very dark. I think it will be a very deep movie. It's a little basic, but do you think it will be the best Batman incarnation? I do think so. We've had a lot of good, you know, persons who's played Batman during the last couple of years. We've had Michael Keaton, we've had I'm just kidding. We've had Christian Bale, we've had Ben Affleck. They've all done really great representations of the character, but I think we'll see something entirely new. And I think this is a turn that will be very good for Batman. I think it will work very good. And yeah, I think it will be the best. But that's just what I think and hope for. How dark do you want it to be? And what I think Matt Reeves will do with this movie is to find a balance between making it very dark, but not so dark that it, you know, goes against Batman's morals. I think the Riddler will test Batman against his morals, but he won't, you know, go with it, really. Do you think it will set up a cinematic universe? This is more or less already confirmed, since we know that we're getting a GCPD spin-off where Batman will have cameos in the future. It will possibly starring Jeffrey Wright, I guess, and it will probably set up a couple of villains for the upcoming The Batman movie, or for the one after this one, if this one doesn't flop entirely. We will also get a Batgirl movie, and I think that it will take place in this cinematic universe, because right now the DCU is just a total mess. And I also believe that this would be the perfect fit to create a cinematic universe with the entire Bat family, because here we start off with Batman being pretty young, you know, so there's a lot to build from, which I think is really good. So yeah, I think this will definitely be a cinematic universe. I do. What do you want to see from the villains Penguin, Riddler, Catwoman, Two-Face, and the Court of Owls and Falcone? Oh, this is a hard one. I want them to kind of fight Batman and use his past against him and kind of break down and almost twist his mind so he doesn't really know what he believes anymore. I want this movie to be more than just fighting Batman. I want it to be fighting Bruce Wayne as well. I want it to be something entirely new. I think Penguin will most be seen as a, you know, villain that he always is, you know, just a money greedy little midget, more or less. He will not be a midget here, but you know, you get the point, right? And I think the same with Two-Face. I think Two-Face also could be a person that make Batman question himself about what is justice really, and is what I do justice, is what the Two-Face does justice. Like he can make him question himself and doubt himself. I think that's something that would be really good. And Catwoman I would like to see becoming like a good contrast to Pattinson's Batman, and kind of become his other side of the coin, since we're speaking about Two-Face. Do you think we will see multiple villains other than the ones we know? I don't think so. Maybe that they have a small cameo. We see one in Arkham Asylum maybe, or we see, I don't know, some graffiti of a ha 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 text from the Joker, or you know, something small. Maybe a sign from, you know, Clayface's movie studio or something like that. Just that hints that they might be there. Or something, you know, they're speaking of the Professor Victor Fries, or, you know, just something that kind of hints. But I don't think we'll see more villains, because we already got pretty many villains, and just using so many villains already is a pretty risky move. Take Spider-Man 3 for example. Do you think Robert Pattinson will be good, or would you rather have someone else play him? No, I think that Robert Pattinson will be a great choice for Batman, and I think that I think many people could pull off a great Batman. I'm pretty sure. Batman isn't really the hardest role to play, I'd say, as long as you have a good script. But I think Robert Pattinson will do a really good job with this. He have done a lot of different layers throughout the years of his, you know, movie acting career. And that's something an actor of Batman really needs. That's the most important thing, because you really gotta capture the depth and the different layers of both Batman and Bruce Wayne. So yeah, that's what I think. Who's the main villain? Joker? What? It's Riddler. It's Riddler. Do they reboot this Batman after another 4 years later? I don't think so. I don't think it will be going forever. And since this is more or less a standalone universe, maybe that Superman, the Val Zod Superman movie will take place in this universe, and they make another extended universe alongside the upcoming DCU. I'm not sure. That would work. I wouldn't mind it. But I don't think we will get a reboot in 4 years. I don't think so. No. Do you think Pattinson will be able to play Batman well? Yes. And that was all the questions for this video. Yeah. If you have any other questions of what I expect from the upcoming The Batman movie, make sure to comment them down in this video. And you know, I'll make sure to answer them, and we can make a part 2 or 3. I'm not sure if I will split this video up into two separate videos, because this one became pretty long. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to join our giveaway, and it will be going to the 20th of July. We already got a couple of people participating. Right now when I'm recording this video, it's about a 30% chance of winning, which is pretty good. So you have a pretty good chance of winning. So make sure to join. My name is David Miranda, and that was everything for this video. Leave a like, a sub, and a comment down below with some feedback. Leave a dislike if you didn't enjoy, and some more feedback to what I can do better to provide with good content. But that was everything for me for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you.